Hey guys, how are you today? I just wanted to do a quick video for you today, and it's about outsourcing. I thought I'd take the time to tell you more about outsourcing because it's one of the ways that you can actually live the dot-com lifestyle, website lifestyle. The dot-com lifestyle is about having money, of course, and time, having both. Having the money to have freedom to do whatever you want with whoever you want, whenever you want. But to actually live that way, not only do you need money, but you need also time, you need free time. And running an online business takes a lot of activity, a lot of efforts, a lot of energy to actually get it started. And one way to get leverage is to hire a personal assistant, to outsource some of the tasks that you're doing and that you don't actually need to do yourself, but you can have someone do it for you. So you have different way of outsourcing, and the first thing is to actually think about what you need to outsource, what you should outsource. And I'm very hard on my time. And the first step is actually to eliminate any task and anything that you don't really need to do to grow your business. First, you kind of need to do a summary of all the tasks that you're doing every day. So what I do is every day before I start doing anything, I actually dress a list. I make a list of everything that I am going to do for my business, anything and everything. I list everything so that I can see whether this task is really producing money and if this task could be done by someone else. Usually before outsourcing anything, I do it myself so that I can estimate how much time it takes to get the thing done. And I outsource what's recurring and what's boring and what's what I don't need to do, what can be done by someone else. And a lot of the time we have mindset limits and we think that we need to do the things ourselves. And what happens is that there are actually a lot of tasks that you don't need to do yourself. Things like writing your blog post, gathering content. It's not about so much writing the blog post that you don't do yourself, but it's more gathering information, doing research. Every time I write a blog post, it usually involves looking online for more information to see how other people are talking about the subject, to get some inspiration as well. And that part of the work can actually be outsourced. All you need to do is find your system, find how you do it, find out your process to actually research, find the information, process the information, and then write your blog post. What's important about a blog post is your voice, the way that you talk about the subject, the angle that you use to talk about a subject. So this is your essence. That's the most important part. But everything around that, like checking the grammar, optimizing for SEO, choosing the category, finding an image to use as a featured image or images that you're going to use inside the article, promoting the post on social media, things like that can actually be outsourced. You don't need to do it yourself. You can give out your instructions. You can also use a tactic strategies that I use is I usually do it myself for a while, and then I have my personal assistant look at what I've done, and I ask her, it's actually a she, so I ask her feedback, and through her feedback I make sure that she understood how I'm talking about the subject or how I'm promoting my blog post. We all have specific ways of doing things, so I use her feedback. I know she's smart, I know she's educated, I know she's worked with other employers before, so she has the knowledge and the brain to actually process information. So I do work this way, and I think it's a great way to work. Things that I outsource as well are producing videos. I record my own videos, and I can maybe do a video about this if you're interested on how I record my videos. Just leave a comment below the video if you want me to do a video specifically about producing videos. But once I've recorded the video, I usually have my personal assistant put the different shoots together, the transition, the filters, and I ever upload the video on YouTube and on Facebook if I'm planning on promoting that video through Facebook ads. So it's very important that you realize that a personal assistant can not only help you boost your business because you're going to be able to get more things done because you'll have two more hands, but also that a personal assistant can help you leverage your time. To give you an idea, a personal assistant currently is about $150 to $200 a month for a full-time personal assistant, and I recommend you hire people in the Philippines. In the Philippines, that's the salary usually that a personal assistant asks for, and most Filipinos that are working online are really eager to find a long-term job. So if you can offer a full-time or long-term job, of course if the person fits your needs and is punctual, extra all the qualities that you would expect an employee to have, then Filipinos are looking for a long-term job, and you'll have an easy time finding people interested. If you're just giving out a few tasks every now and then, it will be harder to find someone. And you'll see that it's better to actually find someone and train that person the way that you want things done. And then after a while, all your videos will be produced the same way. All your blog posts, your promotions, whatever you need to get done will be done the way that you want them to get done. If you find someone for a few tasks, but you don't hire them full-time, and then you have to find someone else maybe because they're not available anymore, you'll have to train that person again and again and again, and training someone actually takes a lot of time. So I really recommend that you hire someone long-term. It will be much more beneficial. If you can't afford a full-time salary because maybe you're getting started and you can't hire someone full-time, that $200 per month is too much for you on your budget, I recommend that you find someone who is also doing affiliate marketing, who is also working online, building their business online, and share a personal assistant. It will be very smart to do that. Share a personal assistant. Hire together one person in the Philippines, most likely. Hire one person in the Philippines and have them work for you both and share the tasks, and make sure that you don't give her too much or him too much. Manage, to spare his time. Split in half, maybe, probably. Maybe have that person work in the morning for you, in the evening for the other person, or something like that. But hire someone full-time and hire someone permanently. It's very important to actually get very good results with outsourcing. I recommend the Philippines because they have a similar culture when it comes to working. They know what the Western world we expect from employees. They speak very good English. They've been trained at school. They actually know like Photoshop, and many have a good computer where they can edit your videos either with a PC or with a Mac, or with Camtasia, or with iMovie or Premiere, or those softwares that we are familiar with when you're doing videos. I also have my personal assistant do thumbnails for YouTube. I ever create cover photos for my YouTube channel, for my blog. There are a ton of things that you can outsource. Just find the right person that fits you, and if you find that some things are weird, just choose someone else, find someone else. A good website that you can use to actually hire people is called onlinejobs.ph. It's a Filipino website, onlinejobs.ph. It's actually, I think it's $49 to see the profiles of the people, but usually 1 month is enough to find a good personal assistant, so it will probably cost you $49. I'm not an affiliate for this website. I just find this website to be the right one to find Filipinos. I really recommend not hiring people in India. You'll find that a lot of people are looking for an online job in India, and I haven't had a very good experience with people in India, so I really not recommend you to work with people in India. When it comes to other languages, for French, because I also have some tasks to get done in French, I found that Madagascar is also a good place to find people to work online. Madagascar, where salary is pretty low for a full-time person, a full-time personal assistant, and also they do a good job and they have a pretty good internet connection. Both in the Philippines and in Madagascar and in Brazil and other countries, the harder part is that during the rainy season and when they have typhoons, I think that's what it's called anyway, they have power outage. So sometimes you won't hear from them for several hours, and sometimes their internet connection will be broken, sometimes they have floods, but it's only a few days in a month. And I mean, for the salaries that you're paying these people, it's really not a big problem if they're out for a couple of days. And it's not every month. It's once in a while when there are some weather problems. So that's my experience. My experience in outsourcing is a very good experience. I've been outsourcing in the Philippines and worldwide for about 4 or 5 years now. And it really has helped me have a great lifestyle, because right now, as I'm doing this video, I'm having my personal assistant work on my other videos, putting them on YouTube. She's also gathering some information about vlogging, because I do want to share some information to you, and she's gathering some information. I'll insert my own personal experience, but also I know that to actually do good online, you actually have to have great content and thorough content that covers a subject completely. So she's actually doing research right now for you guys. So you see, one thing that's very important as well is how to manage your personal assistant. You want to make sure that you control their work, because it's part of management, and if you have never managed anybody, it can be a little bit surprising. When you give out a task, it's important that once the task gets done, you actually check the task to make sure that everything was done the way that you want it to get done. So you need to control what was done. Don't just trust the person to actually do it. Same with the schedule. Don't just trust that the person will be there at the time that you said. Make sure that they're there. Say hello in the morning on Skype, for example, or on Facebook, whichever works best for you, to make sure that the person is there to work for you, with you, and is completing his or her tasks. One website that I use that is completely free to actually manage the different tasks that I'm giving is Trello. I love Trello. It's free and it's very easy to use, and I actually set 2 columns on the board. I set a column to do, doing, completed, and checked. So I'll create a new card on the to-do list, giving out my instructions, maybe making a checklist. For example, for producing videos, I made checklists so that I'm sure that everything is done properly as I expect it to be done. And it's easier for the personal assistant to actually understand what you want to get done. By the way, if things are not done the way that you wanted, make sure that your instructions were very precise. Usually when we get started in outsourcing, we're not very good at giving instructions, we're not very precise, we have a hard time putting on paper what we want to get done, what we have in mind, but you'll get better as you go and you can always adjust. So Trello is a great help, especially with the checklist and sharing links. And also the great thing about Trello is that everything is archived, everything is recorded, every conversation. I hate to talk on Skype about tasks and everything is mixed together, all the different tasks, all your instructions. It's a very bad way to do it. Kind of the same thing with emails. When you're giving out different tasks and different emails, it can get a little bit messy. Trello will help get rid of email, Skype, and everything. In Trello, you can add your comments. The personal assistant can also add his comments below each task. You can set a schedule, you can set a deadline, you can put different labels, different colors, whether it's important, what's a priority. So I really, really enjoy working with Trello, and it's free, so that's even better. I create a separate board for each of my personal assistants. That way I can track every one of them. So that's my advice for today. Try it. Try outsourcing. If you just want to outsource one task to get started and see what it feels like to actually get something done by someone else, try Upwork. Upwork is the new website of Odesk. Odesk is very famous. You'll get not such a low rate. It's at least, I think it's a minimum of $5 an hour. But you can try this out and see how outsourcing can help you in your business and can leverage your time and how you can get more done and have actually more free time for you, and maybe to be creative and have more ideas for your business, because being creative actually is important, and you can only be creative if you set some free time for you to kind of think about your business, think about what you could do, think about what angle you could talk about this subject or this topic. So that's my advice. If you need or want more help with outsourcing, if you really need to be taken by the hand, if you want more instructions, more checklists, more information, I'll put a link below the video that will take you to a course that was put together by several experts in outsourcing that have been outsourcing for many, many, many years, and will really, really help you. So if you really like this content, and I know you did because you've been watching till now, then check out the link below, and it's a good resource for you if you're interested in outsourcing. So check the link below, and I'll see you in another video later. See you soon. Bye.